Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players, physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Mustangs! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to Fluff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Taylor wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Ready? 2, 22,
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
ready,
From the gun, wants to pass. Nobody around as he makes the catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Taylor wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Blue 30. Copper. Set up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Mustangs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, Give on the inside. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, SMU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Turning it on! Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for it all. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground with the counter. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. At the 35, he's got room. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Wyoming engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Here's a give to Bothwell. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The running back has it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, and they're able to get him down.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. To the air, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Motion from the back. Breaks the tackle. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the move at the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Taylor wants to throw. Got a man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the...
Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, they're after him. Avoids pressure. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get up.
Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Well, you're in that fringe area of the field, right, David, on third down, where you're trying to run the ball, and you might not get the first down, sets up 4th and short, you stay on the field. Don't worry about that. He got in the second level, and he was gone. Great job up front by the offensive line here late in the game.
And it's a hard spot to be in as a defense because you don't want to be too aggressive and give up a big play, but you got to be aggressive enough because you know 4th down is a real thing for a lot of coordinators. No decision made. Like, not a good enough job seeing it, diagnosing it, trying to make a tackle, and the offense scores a touchdown.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Taylor wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground?
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Taylor wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quick release on the RPO. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Finding some room. Touchdown, SMU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Evans.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
work to do here on 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the left. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That's caught. It's Hale. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Off play action. The throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.